OdeeLoccSportsInfo here, back with another vid for you guys. Yeah, y'all, hit that subscribe, like, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this reel because y'all know OdeeLoc keeps it real. Yeah, y'all, so y'all see the title. What's up with Ugas? Right? I just did a video at 2:05 this morning, and he was capping for Earl Spence Jr., right? Because Bradley said something about Earl Spence Jr. Now it seems to me that he coming after us, the fans. It's like, Ugas, what are you doing? Why are you trying to put a cape over Earl Spence Jr.? What the hell is going on with you, bro? Is Al Heyman putting you up to this shit? Let's go to it, man, because I don't understand, Ugas. What are you doing, bro? Just shut the hell up. Nobody has called you a coward. Nobody has said nothing about you, bro. We just want to see a fight between Crawford and Earl Spence. That's it. You in the fucking way. You can fight after that, right? After whoever wins or loses that fight, you can fight them after. That's all we saying. Why the fuck can't you understand that shit? Why is that so hard for Ugas to understand? You in the fucking way. We not saying you a bad fighter. We not calling you a coward. We not saying none of this shit. You just in the way. That's it. That's all. So let me share this, man, because it's like what is he doing? Man, it's like, Ugas, be quiet. So this is what he says. He says, when Pacquiao came back and took the fight that I had signed against Spence, I didn't say Spence was a coward or Pacquiao was an old man. I humbly accepted and congratulated Spence. He would be facing a legend. Many made fun of me, but life has bigger plans for me. Did nobody make fun of you? What are you talking about? What the fuck is he talking about? Didn't nobody make fun of you, Ugas, when Earl Spence Jr. got the Manny Pacquiao fight? What are you talking about? People was clowning the fuck out of Crawford because he didn't get the fight. What the fuck are you talking about? Right? Earl Spence Jr. even came out and said, blame Bob. What the fuck is Ugas talking about? Is he trying to get Earl Spence Jr. fans on his side or something? They ain't gonna never like you, bruh. Right? So what the fuck? Like, let's read it again. When Pacquiao came back and took the fight that I had signed against Spence, I didn't say Spence. I didn't say that Spence was a coward or Pacquiao was an old man. I humbly accepted and congratulated Spence because he would be facing a legend. Many made fun of me. Many made fun of me, but life has bigger plans for me. What are you talking about? Many made fun of you, Ugas? Huh? You wasn't even in the fucking equation because you didn't even have a real belt at the time. Fuck are you talking about? Right? So you mad because everybody, they said that you didn't have a real belt? That's a fact. Oh, so you upset and you crying, right? Because you didn't beat Manny Pacquiao at that time. You had a trinket for a belt, Right, and now you mad at the fans because we was going in on you because you had a trinket for a belt? You didn't have a real belt at the time. What the fuck? Did we lie? Did we just make up some shit on you, Ugas? No, we didn't. You didn't have a fucking belt. You didn't beat Manny Pacquiao at that time. You had the WBA interim title, whatever that little, that belt is. You didn't have the super yet. And from my recollection, everybody was shitting on Terrence Bud Crawford. It's videos of people shitting on Terrence Bud Crawford because he didn't get the Manny Pacquiao fight. What the fuck are you talking about? Many made fun of me. Did I call Spence a coward? It ain't what you call Spence. It's what the fuck we call. See, what is this dude talking about? Did I call Spence a coward? Did I call Manny Pacquiao an old man? No, we did. I just did a video on this man a few hours ago. He mad because what Bradley say. Right? He capping for Spence because he mad at what Bradley say about Spence. Now you mad at what the fans say about Spence? Did I call him a coward? No, you didn't, but we did. Nobody has called you a coward in this whole situation, Ugas Ugas. Nobody has. I mean, come on. I haven't seen one channel saying that Ugas Ugas is a coward. Not one channel has said that Ugas Ugas is a coward. Right? People was clowning you because you had a trinket for a belt, and we wanted to see Terrence Crawford versus Earl Spence Jr. You was in the way then, right? You was in the way with the, with the trinket belt. It don't even matter that you got the super title. You still in the fucking way. This is what you got to get through your head, bro. We don't want to see that fucking fight. It is what it is. You can get mad. You can stay upset. You can do all this shit, Ugas Ugas. You can try to come with tweet after tweet after tweet, capping for Earl Spence Jr. Right? Like to try to solve. No, we're not going to pay for the fight. We don't want to see the fucking fight. Al Heyman, right? The Bob Arum situation, it had us distracted for a minute, but we back on cold. Right? We back on cold. But Ugas is crazy. Like, I don't see what's up with this dude. I don't understand what's up with him. Stop tweeting, bro. Stop tweeting because it's obvious that you in your feelings right now. Obvious that you in your feelings. You mad as hell because we going around saying that we gonna boycott this fight. Why should you be mad as long as you get your guarantee, right? Oh, look, unless your guarantee ain't shit. Right? They probably gonna give you 1.5, $2 million at the max to fight Earl Spence Jr., right? You probably get, what Sean Porter got? Probably. Right? That's why the best move for you would have been was to fight your mandatory, because I think you can beat, like both of those guys. I think you can beat both of them. That's just my opinion. That would have been to fight your mandatory. Don't be a roadblock for Earl Spence Jr., right? Let the smoke clear between him and Terrence Bud Crawford, and you go for undisputed. If I was, like if I was your manager, that's the route I would have took you down. Right? Because by you being in the middle of this, bro, hell yeah, you're gonna get hate. Of course you're gonna get hate, bro. You in the middle of a civil war. You Hey y'all, Ugas Ugas don't even know he's in the middle of a civil war. Bro, you in the middle of a civil war. Bullets is gonna hit your ass, man. Right? You're gonna, feel some pain. Bro, like we've been going at this shit for years. So the best thing that you could have did is just stay out the way. If I was your manager, that's what I would advise you to do. I'd have been like, Ugas, I know you want this fight. I know you want to do that, but I see what's going on. Bro, we don't want you in between none of that shit. You're going to stay out the way. You're going to fight your mandatories. Man, you feel what I'm saying? Unless you don't think you can beat them. Right? Like, we know that they paydays ain't like the Earl Spence Jr. paydays. We get it. I get it. I understand. Right? I know it's about money at the end of the day. So, I understand. I get it. Right? So you had to make a choice. I understand. You had to make a choice. Like, man, I want this nice payday, right? I want this over $1 million. But at the same time, I'm jumping into, a boiling pot of hot fish grease. Right? Jumping into this boiling pot. And now I'm in the middle of the Crawford fans. I'm in the middle of the Spence fans. Right? Who are the worst fan base in boxing. Yes, the Spence fans are the worst fans in boxing right now. They even worse than Canelo, right? Because they actually think that Earl Spence Jr. is a bigger star than Canelo. That's how delusional they are, right? Just because Earl Spence Jr. he sold in the pandemic at the stadium, he sold more tickets than Canelo, but Canelo he had a capacity he had a capacity. So he can only bring so many people in the arena at a certain time. So I can defend Canelo on that, right? But the Spence Brigade, they think he more popular than everybody, right? He's more popular than everybody in boxing. But Ugas Ugas has jumped in the middle of two fan bases who at war, right? Two fan bases, we at war right now. What the hell you think gonna happen, Ugas? What do you think is gonna happen with you jumping in the middle of a civil war? You think you're gonna come out unscathed? Huh? You think you just gonna be able to walk through the civil war and ain't nobody gonna touch you? No, it don't work like that, bro. That's why you should stay your ass out of this. Stop letting Al Heyman. I don't know why y'all dudes keep on letting Al Heyman convince y'all to be a fucking roadblock for Earl Spence Jr. Sean Porter was a roadblock, right? Sean Porter was a roadblock, right? Because Sean Porter lost to Earl Spence Jr. Lost to Earl Spence Jr. And what the Earl Spence Jr. fans said. Oh, Sean Porter need to fight Terrence Bud Crawford. Damn, after he just lost? We will think that Sean Porter will be a great fight for Terrence Bud Crawford. Right? That's after they said the Kell Brook would be a good fight. That's after they said Amir Khan would be a good fight. Right? They just gonna keep on moving the goalposts. But for Ugas Ugas to come out like what did you think was gonna happen? Right? Nobody has really been on you, Ugas. We just want you to get out the way. You haven't really felt the wrath yet. You haven't really felt us come down on you like a ton of fucking bricks, bro. You haven't felt none of the hate that Terrence Bud Crawford has felt. You haven't felt none of that shit. None of it. Right? Like when you get thousands of videos made on you, trashing your whole resume, trashing your whole career, right? Talking about your family, your wife, all type of crazy shit. Calling you a coon and all that. You haven't had that done to you, Ugas. Right? Let's see what he said again. And because this dude, like, I just don't understand. Like, is he trying to get the fans, the Earl Spence Jr. Brigade on his side or something? Because it ain't gonna work, right? When Pacquiao came back and took the fight that I had signed against Spence, I didn't say that Spence was a coward. No, you didn't, but we did, right? Or Pacquiao was an old man. I humbly accepted and congratulated Spence because he would be facing a legend. Many made fun of me. Oh, so you was mad because people was talking about you having, a regular title and you wasn't relevant in this conversation, right? Many are still making fun of you, right? So what are you talking about? Like, I just don't understand, Ugas. Stop capping. Stop capping for Earl Spence Jr. Just stop capping for the guy, right? His fans ain't gonna never like you, man. Especially if you beat him. You honestly think that the Earl Spence Jr. Brigade, the Earl Sexuals, are gonna like you if you beat Earl Spence Jr.? Bro, they're gonna say the eye injury, the car accident. You're gonna get the discredit, right? They probably gonna bring up the discredit that they was gonna give Terrence Crawford, and they gonna throw that on you. Then you probably then you probably start feeling the hate. See, man, man, you probably digging yourself into a fucking hole you probably don't even want, bro. Right? Because if you beat Earl Spence Jr., his fans are gonna turn on you, right? They gonna turn on you, man. And they gonna discredit your fight, discredit your fight, discredit your fight. They gonna discredit you, bro. But you don't, like you jumped in the middle of a civil war and you need to just bag on up, and let the smoke clear. And then you jump in and you fight for undisputed, the winner of that fight. But until then, the fans are, going to boycott the fight because we don't want to see the fight. Right? It's nothing you can do about it, Ugas. Nothing. It's nothing Al can do about it. It's nothing that the PBC can do about it. Period. We are the consumer. We make boxing go round. If we come together, shit, we can get a lot of these fights. But the boxing fans, we make this shit go round. We pay our right? We pay the money. We view this shit. We make the boxing go round. Without us, it'll just be two dudes in a fucking alley fighting. That's it. Right? Without the boxing fans, it wouldn't be no money. It'll just be two motherfuckers fighting for no money. If it wasn't for us. So until Al Heyman learns that, we're gonna come down on his ass like a ton of bricks. We not paying for none of these bullshit fights no more, right? You gonna either give us what we want, Al, or we gonna drive your ass out of business. Are we gonna drive you out of business, Al? Give us what we want. Give us what we want, Al. That's all that I'm asking. Give us what we want. That's it. That's all. Give us what we want. Everybody's happy. Yes, it's still going to be streaming and all that. Of course, you can't never stop streaming. But I give you my word. If you give me the fights I want to see, I'm going to pay. Right? Because I want to see both of those boxers eat. Right? People think that I don't want to see Errol Spence Jr. eat. Hell no. Of course I want to see Errol Spence Jr. eat. Of course I want to see him eat. That's why I want the fight to be 50-50. So they can eat the same. Right? That's why I want the fight to be 50-50 so both black men can eat the same. They both risking their life. They both coming to the table, with something. Let them both get 50-50. Right? Everybody's happy. But until then, y'all, Ugas, he need to really just calm on down, man, because he really he really haven't felt the wrath of the boxing fans yet, right? Like we've been going slight. We've been going light on him, slight on him. We've been going very easy on you, Ugas. Right? The boxing fans been going very easy on you. You haven't felt, hate. 913 shot. Man, shit like, what's up, man? Man, what's cracking, man, this afternoon? Yeah, man, but you haven't felt our hate, Ugas. So just stay out the way. You in the middle of a civil war, some shit that you should have never jumped in. I don't know who is your manager. Like, it's like, bro, I would never put my fighter in the middle of some shit like this. It's like, bro, hey, man, check this shit out, man. Bro, you cannot play, blocker right now because that's how the fans are going to look at this shit. They're going to look at it as you playing blocker, right? You capping, you blocking a fight that the fans want to see. Period. It doesn't matter if you could have had Ugas. You could have had 3 belts. Think about that shit. You could have had 3 belts, right? Errol Spence couldn't even. Let's just say that both of them didn't even have a belt. Errol Spence or Terrence Bud Crawford. You can have 3. You still in the fucking way. You don't get it? You still in the way, bro. We want to see the fucking fight. You still in the way. You can have 3 belts. They can have none. You still in the way. Because this is the fight we want to see. This is the fight that we've been building up for fucking 4 years. This is the fight we want to see. Period. Just get it through your head, man. Why can't he understand that? Stop coming on Twitter crying. I just did a video about your ass a couple hours ago. You capping because Bradley has something to say. Right? Because Bradley say that Spence is running away from Crawford. Now you coming up trying to, it's like, shut up, bro. You said something a couple weeks ago. Just be quiet and fight the fight. Get your little money and get the fuck out the way, man. Right? Just get out. Come on, bro. Yeah, y'all, but that's all I got, man. I just don't understand Ugas. I just don't understand this. Nobody is really fucking with you, bro. So it's like, why do you keep on tweeting out this shit, and saying shit? It's like, what? You want attention? You want negative attention, bro? Right? Because that's all you're gonna get is negative attention. Shout out to 913 Boxer. Wilder and Joshua is already fucked off. Why fuck off Spence? Exactly. But they don't care. This is what Ugas, he should be already, right? Like these boxers, they should already know how the fans feel, bro. They should already be like, well, damn, man, like the fans, they have been waiting for this shit, for a while. Right? But these boxers, they don't even give a fuck. Right? These boxers, they don't give a fuck. They'll jump right in the middle of some shit. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Get the man, if you don't go and sit your ass in the corner, right? Mad like he was mad because people was talking about he had a regular title. Did people lie? Did we just make up some shit? Okay, you beat Manny Pacquiao. A great win for you, right? Everybody congratulated you for beating Manny Pacquiao. That was a great win. You beat a legend, bro. You beat a Hall of Famer, right? Well, shout out to Dolomite. What Ugas say now? Man, let me say it. Man, because Ugas, I don't know why he just keep on coming out saying these things. It's like, Ugas, just be quiet. But when Pacquiao came back and took the fight that I had signed against Spence, I didn't say Spence was a coward. No, you didn't. But we did, right? Or Pacquiao was an old man. No, we did. I humbly accepted, congratulated Spence because he would be facing a legend. Many made fun of me, but life has bigger plans for me. Ugas. Everybody was shitting on Crawford after Spence got the Manny Pacquiao fight. So the only thing I could think that he mad about, right, is that people was clowning him because he had a regular title, right, and that he's in the way. And now that you think about this shit, Ugas, now that you beat Pacquiao and you got the super title, did anything change? Did anything change, Ugas? Think, bruh. Think, bruh. Did anything change? You're still in the fucking way. Just like I said before, you can have 3 belts. You can be a unified champion with 3 belts. Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford don't have to have no belts. You still in the fucking way. You still in the way, Ugas. You just don't even understand this. It's like he can't comprehend. It's like, bro, like you in the way. It don't matter what these guys got. You in the way. Shout out to 913 Boxer. It's guys in the Midwest fighting for $100 a round. These dudes making hundreds of thousands or millions, and they got to do exactly. They making all this goddamn money, all this money, scared to get in the ring. Right? Scared to get in the ring. And then Ugas Ugas, he coming out. The only reason that I can feel that he's coming out and he's doing all this, man, because he think that the Earl Spence Jr. fans is gonna like him. But he not really understanding the delusion of these people. Right? If he beat Earl Ugas, he don't even know what he's in for, bro. If he beats Earl Spence Jr., oh my God. Oh my God, Ugas. Bruh. The level of hate probably be on the Terrence Crawford level. See? It probably ramp up to the Terrence Crawford hate. The Terrence Crawford hate. right? They're gonna discredit the fight. Of course, the fight is gonna be discredited, right? Of course, Ugas is not gonna get his full credit. I mean, come on. Everybody is putting that in place, right? Oh man, his eye, oh his eye, oh his eye, oh his eye. Come on. Everybody is building in that excuse. Everybody. So if he loses and all that, it's his eye. Come on, man. But I just don't understand Ugas though. Like Ugas, he getting mad at Bradley, he getting mad at us. Right? What's wrong with you, bro? Just just be quiet, bro. Because I like you as a boxer. This is the thing about it though. Excuse me. I like you as a boxer, Ugas. I like you. But if I was your manager, I would have looked at the landscape and I'd have been like, hell no, bro, you not jumping in the middle of that, right? You not jumping in the middle of that civil war. We're gonna keep you out on the outside, just looking in, focusing on them, but at the same time, you doing your work on the outside, and you wait till that smoke clear, and you go up in there and you try to get undisputed out of one of their ass. That's what we gonna try to do, right? Shout out to Dolomite. Uga's really acting like Spence fight is going to be a glorified sparring session. The way he's talking, I'm waiting to see if Ugas came out and target. Exactly. They probably tell him not to, bro. Right? They probably tell him to take it easy on Earl Spence Jr. in that eye. Come on, y'all. They probably tell him to take it easy on him. But I don't know, man, because boxing's so crooked, man. It's so fucking crooked. It's ridiculous. But Udenis Ugas, you keep on crying, bro. This guy is unbelievable, y'all. This guy is unbelievable. It's like, Ugas, what are you doing, bro? Just be quiet. Wait till they, schedule the fight, right? Because I'm hearing the 16th of April. I don't know how true that is, but we'll wait and see, right? Because I haven't seen no articles or nothing on it, or nothing like that. We're just hearing rumors. But let's see how it play out. But Ugas, you can't get mad at the fans because you jumping in the middle of something that you have no business jumping in the middle of. Right? Just stay on outside, wait till the smoke clear, and then we will accept you in, to fight the winner. But until then, you jumping in the middle of a civil war, bro, you're gonna get bruised the fuck up. Of course. Of course you're gonna take some blows from both sides. So understand that, realize that, bro. Stop coming out tweeting for Earl Spence Jr. Did I call Earl Spence Jr. a coward? No, we called him a coward. Did I call Manny Pacquiao old man? No, we called on Manny Pacquiao old man. We know you didn't do none of this shit. Right? Many made fun of me. Didn't nobody make fun of you when like, man, he tried to make it seem like that many people made fun of him because Spence got the Pacquiao fight over him. It's like, bro, like wasn't people was making fun of you because you had a regular title and you was in the way, right? And now that you got the super title, you still in the way. So it really didn't matter what fucking title you get. You're in the way, bro. And somebody needs to sit you down and take the phone from him. Take his phone. Somebody take his phone, man. Man, but Ugas needs to just shut the F up when grown folks is talking. Exactly. It's like Ugas just we the boxing fans. So you better understand that we control your career, basically, bro. Yes, we control your paydays. This is what these boxers got to really understand, right? That's what these boxers really got to get through their brain. The boxing fans control your paydays, bro. We the consumer. We make it go round. That's it. That's all. Give us what we want. Everybody happy. Everybody's paid. You know, y'all get millions of dollars. We get the fight we want. You know, everybody's happy. But it seemed like, you know, like doing shit like that is just like rocket science now. You know, you be like, what the fuck? So they just can't just sit down, split this shit 50-50, and everybody be happy? It got to be, you know, it got to be this side got the win, like somebody got the win, right? It's sad, y'all. But yeah, y'all, thanks for tuning in, you know, to this one. This OdeeLoc Sports Info. Hit that like before y'all, you know, bounce up out of here. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that noti bell. I'm gonna do another one, you know, at 2 o'clock in the morning. Um, when I get off work. So I'll see you guys then. I'm gone.